does the term bitch mean to you?
Oh gosh. Hold up, I wasn't ready.
Average adolescents use 80 to 90 swear words a day, mentions Timothy J., a physiology professor at the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts and a leading scholar of cursing in the United States.
The use of the word bitch dates back to 1000 AD. Having both a German and Old English origin, the term meant female dog. Although by the 14th century, the word began to be replaced by derogatory meaning, targeting women as sexually active and rude, thus making it the most offensive word to refer to a female in the year of 1811, especially in cases such as the 1960s when women's desire for power and a higher social standing made men prone to use the word to quote-unquote put women in their place. As of now, the 21st century, feminists intend to reclaim the word in order to indicate a strong and intelligent woman. Today, the term bitch is used to replace the meaning of other adjectives and verbs. For example, stop bitching is another way of saying stop being annoying, or you bitch too much, as in you worry too much.
We're here to discuss a term that has been problematic and used to oppress and remove feminine voice in order to perpetuate the gender roles that each gender has and shunning these individuals to the point of complying to their social standings.
A problem that arises with the use of the word is the desire to fit into gender roles, or social superiority. Such examples is seen throughout history when women would be oppressed by men who would use this word with the intent of masking their power. As a result, the word has been used as a way to cause internalized oppression, mainly to the ladies in the audience, and subdue the person it is directed to. It is a symbol of inferiority. People think that the B word is derogatory when directed to women. However, many tend to use it with their friends. This means they try to maintain a powerful character by using the term to connote superiority when used to dehumanize others.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely used it, even though it offends me. Um, but I definitely I know that there is a boundary for me with certain friends or acquaintances or significant others where if they ever use that term with me, it wouldn't fly.
Okay, thank you.
What does the term mean to you?
Mean to you.
Bitch, that one.
Yes.
Depends on when I use it. When I'm around my friends, I don't really. It doesn't really mean a negative. It doesn't have a negative connotation to it. But when I'm in a fight with somebody and I'm like, I want to whip their hair out, that's when I use it in a negative connotation.
Well, according to the dictionary, it's like a female dog, but really it's used a lot against women. Like, for an example, whenever they get mad, they're like, don't be such a. And it's really just something that's incredibly stupid. I don't know why we have to use words like that to offend each other.
Well, I think it's a derogatory term to set the mood of a person's emotions lower than what they're expected to be, and to oh god, to lower the self-esteem of a person by calling them a female dog, which people use it for other terms, and I think that's about it.
It means a very offensive term, especially towards women. Um, the original term translating to a female dog, um, and essentially comparing women to an animal that's supposed to be obedient and loyal to you, which should not be the case.
For me, the B word, it is a derogatory word when used towards humans, and I feel like it is a word that shouldn't be used at all, even though maybe some people might mean it that they're playing around, like, oh, you're such a, or something like that. I feel like that shouldn't even be used because people, first of all, need to understand what the word means, where it comes from, in order to really learn about what the word is. And then if they still, even after knowing that, if they still decide to use that word, that's their right. I mean, we have freedom of speech here in America, but personally, I feel like it shouldn't be a word that should be used at all.
Especially on the football field in my experiences in the locker room, it's a very derogatory term. It means that you're lacking a certain sense of masculinity, or you're lacking something that others have. It means that you're inadequate in some sense. That's my experiences with the B word.
Typically, it's kind of a derogatory term used toward women. Sometimes men use it too, like, because they have this idea that they call a man something like female that's derogatory to them also.
So, like many words, bitch has both positive and negative connotations. So I think the dictionary definition of bitch is female dog, or at least that's what I learned in like the 7th grade. I never actually looked at a dictionary though to actually check, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But it also means in popular culture can refer to someone you feel negatively against, or it can also be a casual term referring to a friend who is not doing something you want, or a friend or an acquaintance that you're just messing around with.
Well, the actual definition of bitch, obviously we all know it's a female dog, but we know it's used as a derogatory term. Sometimes, you know, boys or men will call each other bitches to basically make them feel like insulting them, like you're being a girl, which obviously, not obviously, but in our society is perceived to be not a good thing. And women call each other bitches when they want to call themselves like someone who's mean. And then guys will call girls a bitch if they're upset, and girls call guys a bitches, they want to make them feel less of a man, etc., etc. So I mean, it has a lot of terms or definitions, but obviously overall it's perceived as not a good word.
How do you feel when you hear the word? If they have ever called you this term, how do you feel?
I don't feel good. I mean, in layman's terms, I mean, you never want to be put down in any sense, and to say that I'm inadequate or I'm deficient in strength or I don't handle something a certain way, it hurts. It really does hurt, and it angers me in a sense.
So, how do you feel?
Yes, I have, and I feel offended. Really want to choke the person, but I know violence is not the answer. So
I don't really care much about it. It doesn't really offend me or anything. But I guess to certain people, it can offend them.
I've been hardly called that. People hardly ever call me curse words or anything like that. But if someone has directed towards me, I guess I would feel offended because it's something vulgar. And I'm pretty sure nobody would like to be referred to as something as bad as that.
Well, in today's society, everyone uses it, so to me, I feel normal because, well, on this school, you know that mostly everyone uses the word, and so it feels normal.
Well, I mean, most of the times I usually don't. I don't actually like to use the term because it has such a negative connotation to it. If women are saying it to themselves or to others, then that's up to them.
Do you think it's okay to use the term in public or use it when you are with friends? Why or why not?
So to answer your question, I think it can be used in public, but definitely shouldn't if you're really just trying to be hateful to somebody else. But if it's the only way to express yourself, then you should use it. Amongst friends, whatever else.
Around friends.
I'd say just around friends because, I mean, if you say it in public, it's not something you should really say around other people you don't really know because they're going to take it the wrong way. But if you say it with friends, then they know you're just messing around with them, so they won't really be offended by it.
I feel like, I mean, people have freedom of speech. You can't control anybody. You can't control what anybody else says. All you can do is you not say it yourself. If you don't agree with what the history is and what it means, then I feel like you shouldn't use it. Personally, I don't use it, and I don't think anyone should use it for any matter.
Do you have a clear understanding of the term? If so, would you still use it?
Well, I mean, clear understanding, it depends. There's no set definition. I said earlier, I mean, it's used in many various ways. It depends on who the person is. I personally don't like to put too much weight on words. Personally, that's just not because it's just I think our society is just too sensitive. That's my opinion. And whether it be the N word, the F word, the B word, or whatever it is, I try not to put too much weight on what the word means. I think we're just too sensitive. That's my opinion. So my understanding of what the word is, I think I have a clear understanding. I expressed it at the beginning of the interview, but it might not be the same understanding as someone else. Someone can give me like this very thorough, in-depth historical description of where the word bitch comes from and how degrading it is to women. I'll be like, okay, cool. I still feel like this. Everyone's different.
Thank you.
Would you still use it?
I don't think I have much of a clear understanding, but I don't really think I still use it.
Adolescents are maturing at an alarming rate that takes away their innocence and naivety, leaving them with many issues that will portray their identity. It can cause children to have an undeveloped perspective after their early start on adulthood through cursing.
Hey, don't touch me, bitch!
What? You tell a boy it's bad to act like a girl? It's because you think it's bad to be a girl.
Fuck that sexist shit!
Show me what it looks like to fight like a girl. Now throw like a girl.
Aww.
So do you think you just insulted your sister?
No. I mean, yeah, insulted girls, but not my sister.
Be mindful when it comes to your words. A string of some that don't mean much to you may stick with someone else for a lifetime.
And what advice do you have to young girls who are told they run like a girl, kick like a girl, hit like a girl, swing like a girl?
Keep doing it because it's working. If somebody else says that running like a girl or kicking like a girl or shooting like a girl is something that you shouldn't be doing, that's their problem. Because if you're still scoring and you're still getting to the ball on time and you're still being first, you're doing it right. Doesn't matter what they say. I mean, yes, I kick like a girl and I swim like a girl and I walk like a girl and I wake up in the morning like a girl because I am a girl. And that is not something that I should be ashamed of.
Bitch is a word that has been used to oppress the feminine voice and degrade both genders. Although the term is becoming uplifting because of the feminist community, we would like the use of the word to be reframed unless necessary for our community to be united and for there to be no inequality.